All right, it's Warped Rationale with Ben and Eric. I'm Ben.
What's up, everybody? It's Eric.
All right, so this week I got one for you, and it's stupid, just like any other one is
Just
stupid.
about to say,
but it should be. Maybe it'll be fun. Where I gotta ask you, where did you like to go the most when you were like 8 years old? Did you have a favorite place?
Aladdin's Castle. It was an arcade.
Was an arcade? Where was Aladdin's Castle?
It was in the Gadsden Mall.
Okay,
Yeah.
So wow, there used to be cooler things in places.
Oh
around
yeah,
here.
man. There were arcades.
Because I was thinking about trying to figure out how I would justify how this would happen to you. So what I imagine is that you are, let's say that you are you, and you're 8 years old, and you are at Aladdin's Castle having a good time. What would you have been playing? What do you remember most?
Oh, that was before I got into Tekken. So probably Time Crisis.
Time Crisis?
Yeah.
Wow, this puts us at such a weird generational thing where it's like I know that I remember being a teenager when that was out.
I mean,
even though we're only a couple of years apart, I think.
I don't know. Yeah, I was about to say we're not that big.
Anyway, aside from that, okay, so you're at Aladdin's Castle having a good 8-year-old time playing Time Crisis.
All right.
And the way that I imagine this is that out of the corner of your eye, like a storybook, like a fairy tale, Eric.
Okay.
You look and you see this little man who is about a foot tall. And so there's no way that it's like a little person, air quotes. This is definitely a small adult human thing.
Yeah.
Wearing blue pants and a red shirt and a pointy hat. It takes you no time to recognize that's a fucking gnome.
Yeah, that's a gnome.
Instantly, you see that's
right
a gnome.
away.
He's not looking at you. He's looking away, and he's walking off. And in my imagination that leads you to the what if this week, you see him and you think, this is just like all those stories that I read where some kid sees some mythological, cool, supernatural thing and he follows it and it leads him into a world of adventure. So you follow the gnome. You follow it around a corner.
I probably would have too. So.
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, that's weird. You might as well. I want to apologize in advance. I'm kind of sick still, so I'm going to be coughing a lot, and I'll try to turn away as I do it. See, that's why I brought it up.
It's understood.
So you take off after the gnome. You follow him. You see him out of the corner of your eye again, heading back towards the bathroom area. So you're like, fuck it, I'll go after him.
Yeah.
This isn't going where you think. Nobody gets touched.
Aww.
Yeah, well, no more so than they want to. You follow him to the bathroom hallway, and then you see the door, like right as you get into the hallway there where the bathrooms are, the men and the women's room, you see the door to the men's room just close. So you're like, I know he went in there.
He went in there.
So you go and truck your little 8-year-old self in there. You're ready for adventure. I don't know where the door to the magical place is going to be, but it's in that bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
And it's completely silent in the bathroom, except for just a little bit of scuffling in one of the stalls. And the door is just a little bit open. Eric, he didn't close it because he wants you to follow him in there. This is going to be good.
Man, I'm going, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have... I mean, to be honest, I think I would not have followed this thing. Like when we get to asking me what I would do, I think I would never have gotten in this situation, really.
I
would you have followed?
I really would have, because curiosity, man.
8-year-old me would be so unwilling to go with that. I think.
8-year-old me would be so excited to go with that.
Yeah. So here's my ticket out of this shit.
I'm out of here.
All right. So you go to the stall and you slowly push it open. And then like the camera pans around so that it's facing you as you open the door.
Right.
And your eyes twinkle and they grow wider. And then it cuts to the gnome and he's standing on the toilet and he's just trying to pee. And he turns and he looks at you with shock and terror and revulsion, and he says, "Get out! Stop! No! Get out! Ow!"
Oh, okay.
And he runs. He just runs away.
Where's he go?
Eric, he's leaving.
Oh, I guess
he's
leaving. He
'cause
bolts under the stall.
The fact of the matter is, Eric, he was not leading you on an adventure. He was trying to take a piss. He was just trying to go to the bathroom. I can see where you were coming from.
Right.
We can see where he was coming from. Clearly, just two pop cultural intersections that weren't meant to be made.
Okay, man, my bad. Sorry.
Here's the thing, though, man. With gnomes, you don't get to say sorry. All right? In the future, as your life goes on, you didn't get to go to the magical realm. You didn't get to go to the universe of wonder.
Right.
Because that was not meant to be.
The magical tree world.
But, where they make the cookies.
Yeah.
Those are elves.
Those are anyway, go ahead.
Ruined it.
Off track. No, it's fine.
You are able to see gnomes now, though. You have been not invited, but you've been kind of sucked into that world just enough to see that they're there and they exist.
Are there a lot of them?
Enough. Not like as many as there are people, but you'll occasionally see them, in yards and wandering around doing gnomey stuff, hanging out in trees.
Yeah.
It's enough for where you can see them, and they can see you too. And every time they see you, they react like, "There's that kid."
Oh no!
Word spreads fast in the gnome community. Okay.
Because I accidentally walked in on one pissing because I thought it was a magical realm. He goes and tells everybody.
I'm going to be honest. They're not understanding. They're not
it doesn't sound like it.
He's just going to go and tell everybody the facts as he knows them. I was trying to go to the bathroom and some kid just busted in on me. And they're reacting the same way you would if you were a normal person who had that happen.
That's true, but lock the stall.
But then you told every single... But he was too short. That's why.
That's my fault.
It doesn't matter if it's fair.
Now I'm giving
it just matters. It just matters the situation is what it was.
Right.
I mean, like I said, gnomes are not kind. So we roll forward, and you've been kind of disliked amongst the gnome community. Never made contact.
Right.
But eventually, you finally get a home in a nice neighborhood. You're still married. Everything is the way it is now, with the exception of you're in a house. You got your cars in the front yard and everything. And one day you go to sleep and wake up the next morning, and across your front door in Old English script, meticulously placed on the door in red lettering in like a diagonal so that the letters can be huge but also fit the door. Right. It just says "Piss Watcher" down the door. Bright red letters. All right. There's no question.
I was about to say, I know what this is tied to.
You've never forgotten that happening.
Right.
It's and you know exactly what it is. So let's say, for the sake of argument, that you would try to clean that off.
That was my first thing.
Try to get on with your day.
Yeah.
The next day it happens again. Okay? And every day from there on out, anytime you go to sleep for more than about an hour, you will wake up with "Piss Watcher" on your door. Let's say that goes for... Because I want to up the stakes a little bit.
Okay.
But let's just say that after
I'm going to get fed up with that after about day 3.
After like a week of cleaning it off, and nothing bad has happened. Nobody seems to be reacting to it or noticing it. They start putting more words on more things to the point where you come out and like... immediately that they're trying to ruin you socially because they've just put like a super racist slogan across the side of your car in huge letters.
What a bunch of dicks.
It's really shitty. This is
bad.
This is very like I'm seeing the parallels between them and the KKK.
Right.
As we talk about this, the more that I think about it, like little men in pointy hats. With no self-confidence and no understanding of other people. and they're just trying to trash you. So it's very clear they're just trying to destroy you socially. They're trying to get your neighbors to see it. They're trying to ruin you. And you're in a nice neighborhood. This is a homeowners association kind of place.
Yeah.
My question to you, now that I've burned through nearly 10 minutes telling you the story.
Okay.
What will you do with these fucking gnomes?
Okay,
man.
Can I still see them?
Yeah,
like,
you can see them.
I don't see them when they're doing it. I get that because I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Do I ever? Is there ever any way to, if I stay up late? Because I know one thing I would try would be to stay up late.
Yeah.
And try to catch them.
Do
they ever show up when they know I'm watching?
No.
Okay, so
they know when you sleep.
What's happening.
They have got it nailed down when you sleep.
All right.
They are for sure on that.
Is this causing me problems in the neighborhood already?
It's gonna get there.
Okay.
Even if it's not, it's reasonable to assume that somebody's gonna start waking up early enough. And if you wake up late, then you're at way more risk. So if you're still a late riser at that point, you are in danger.
Which I always am a late riser.
Because by the end of the second week, surely they've offended black people, Asian people.
Oh, yeah.
Irish people.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what your skin color, gender, or creed is. They will somehow have made you look like you hate everybody. Pretty equally. To be fair, no one group gets it worse than anybody else. In that way, then those are quite socially conscious. But they are just trying to ruin you.
I'm going to go against my first response to this, and I'm going to say I want to try and talk to one of them and say, look, I know what's going on. I'm sorry for what happened. It was all an accident. That was 20 years ago. Like, can we get past this? What can I do to make you not do this anymore?
Where do you think you would go to try to find one?
I guess front yards.
Just go to the front yard and maybe. I don't know that I would do it because I'd be afraid that I would offend them if it's like if it turns out they live in little houses. Like, I guess I've kind of led you on because I said, you see them in yards and stuff, so it makes you think that they're lawn gnomes, and maybe they are. Maybe that's their daytime
gig. How they get it. Yeah.
But what if they're like, racist? You think we all live in yards? It's some bullshit like that, to where you offend them even more. I would be worried about that. But you would go out into the yard and just start talking because
I would try to find one. I would find the closest one I could see.
What if there was a tree in your yard that had a really obvious knot hole that led into like an open space?
Okay.
Would you bend down and talk to it?
I would knock.
Okay. See, their plan's working because you look like you're crazy.
I would rather look crazy than a racist.
Okay, fair enough. I can almost guarantee you that if you could contact one, you would hear a little voice just go, "Puss Watcher forever!" Like, no forgiveness, no mercy. Okay. Absolutely not. It's going to come to a real conflict.
All right. So now's when we make the Molotov cocktails.
What are you going to burn?
Their tree.
The tree doesn't have anything magical in it. You just found the...
Do they live in it?
No.
Do I know they...
No, I just described the first thing. That's why I said you look like you're crazy. Because you like, and that's what anybody would do, is they look for the first thing that looks even vaguely mystical.
Right.
And then you go knocking on it trying to appeal to these woodland nymph spirits. And they're like, we live in apartments, man. We live in real places. We're not the Keebler elves.
Okay, do I have a good enough... No, that's not going to work. Oh, man.
Well, what was it going to be?
Hire a private investigator.
That would be tough.
That's not going to work, though.
You got to convince them they're even real.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And you'd have to...
He has to be able to see them.
Well, you have to tell him the whole story, too. Like, one time, when I was a kid, I watched a gnome pee accidentally. And that's not going to work.
I already sound crazy.
You already sound...
Be like, get out.
Yeah, that would have to be the end of it. I don't know if there's enough money to make that roll.
Okay, do I ever see them anywhere then? Like, because now I'm looking for them.
If you go out looking for them, I'm sure you could find some.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out looking for them with a gun. Because if it's Piss Watcher forever, it's like, okay, no, well, that's fine. Bullet Eater forever. You can just get shot. I mean,
yes. Maybe.
I'm not... Okay, I didn't start this with the gun. I tried to be nice.
Is this... Do you think that this is even remotely genuinely what you would do? Would it turn into... If you knew it was never going to go away, would you just go out with a gun looking for
Okay.
Looking for a target?
Genuinely, I would try to talk to one of them first.
Yeah.
But I'm the kind of person, so this is all real. I'm the kind of person to where if you give me that instant, like, fuck you, middle finger.
Yeah.
No, I'm done. There's no talk anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd go get a gun. Okay. And yeah, I'd go try to find them. And the way I've always imagined myself with a gun is I pull the gun and I'm like, look, this is your last chance to talk to me before people start getting shot.
So the first one you see, you come up to it and you say that?
Yeah, because if I'm well known, every one of these things see me and go, ugh. So they know who I am.
Yeah.
So when I come up toting a pistol and I'm pointing it at his face, it's like, come on.
I'm sure this moment wouldn't even go that way. I mean, it would probably just take off as soon as it saw that you had a gun. Like,
oh, yeah, probably. It would get shot.
Okay, you've got a gun. And it's there, and you say to it what you're saying. Okay. And you get hit in the back of the head with an acorn.
Okay. Do I go out?
No, it doesn't knock you out.
So it's just an inconvenience.
It was just another middle finger.
Okay, I'm shooting the one I'm talking to.
Okay.
And then I'm turning around to look for the source of the other one.
Yeah.
And if I find him, he's shot too.
Okay, yeah. I want to say...
And now it's a first-person shooter.
I want to say that their plan... I mean, the thing that strikes me is that if they're trying to attack you in that way socially, the idea is to drive you insane or make you look crazy.
Well, they win.
Everything that you have done...
They win.
...has completely...
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And now that you've killed some of them, like, they're... Surely if they go this far for somebody who accidentally sees one of them go to the bathroom...
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a big deal.
You've definitely started some kind of go to sleep and never wake up scenario.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you? Surely you'd get arrested.
Sure. Well, nobody else can see him. I would be shooting a gun in public. Okay. I probably could get arrested for disturbing the peace or shooting a gun in public.
Yeah. It's probably like reckless endangerment too, isn't it? I mean, there's got to be people around.
Yeah, I mean, I would get in trouble. I don't know how much trouble because I've never.
We could look it up, but I'm pretty sure this is the kind of trouble that causes you some real grief.
Well, it really is because when I start telling the story, then I'm really going to be put in jail.
Well, I guess you could try to lie and just say you really hate the ground, and that's why you were shooting at it.
True.
But that sounds really dumb. You can either sound like an idiot or you can sound like a maniac.
So here's the thing: is there any right answer?
No, I was thinking about that earlier. Like, what is the end game here? How do you get out of this? Well, the thing that I had thought of...
Because now you're looking at a ground war between me and as many as I can take down before they get me.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. It's over. The only thing that I could think... I had figured for sure you'd say, well, I'll get a dog or something that'll bark when I get it. And the thing I thought was, like, they'll just knock it out with some crazy gnome business, and then they'll paint piss looker across that, and now your dog's a mess. Right. They wouldn't kill it, they just wreck it.
Yeah, they wouldn't kill it.
I mean, probably not.
Okay, if I had a dog and they killed it, no remorse. I'm doing whatever I can.
I don't see the thing that's frustrating to me, and I probably have a clearer idea of how it would work because it's my nonsensical thing. But I can't imagine that they've got just like you can't just go down to the gnome meeting center and blow it up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you really are going to have to just get like a gnome, and then they're going to know. Yeah, and then it's going to be like Rambo, but with a million of them and just you,
and just me, and I'm no Rambo.
And then I had thought, well, maybe if you were to get, like if you get your wife on board, like you tell her, like I'm. This happens every morning. Let's pretend that I'm sleepwalking and I'm doing it, and will you just watch the front door while I sleep for 7 hours. Yeah. Like an idiot. That's crazy. Yeah. That's really stupid. But there must be some way to arrange something like that.
There's got to be. I just think that I'm too rash of a person, man, because like as soon as I heard, like, even though you're playing the character, as soon as I heard like Piss Watcher for life, I was like, oh, that is it. You are dead, your family's dead, your friends are dead, everyone's dead.
Here we go. Here we go now. Gonna take it down. It's the end of the show. What's going on, folks? Yeah. Yes, the end of the show. End of the show. Yes, we did.